YouTube, hello. That's right. Welcome back to the KZXcellentVODs channel. I'm KZ, and today we're going to be checking out Super Star Wars. We're going to be checking out the PS4 port of the Super Nintendo Classic game to celebrate May 4th, because it is the Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And we're going to be chilling out with this one. I know a decent amount about it through just finding secrets on my own, through playing it, reading tips and tricks magazines back in the 90s. Just gonna enjoy one of the things that got me into Star Wars as a kid, this fun side-scrolling game. So let's dig into it. Excited to play and chill out, and I will see you once we're all started. In stereo. Yes. Oh! So here is the Star Wars A New Hope video game, Super Star Wars. It came out, to my understanding, like a week or two after I was born in 1992. This shit's quite old. That's where we're just at today. Let me see if I have all the settings right. This game's pretty solid. Surprisingly, I think this is one of Acclaim's studios or something. Or I think they were acquired or something like that. We don't have to worry about the borders. I don't have the scene for that. It's been a great joy. Oh, okay. I'm glad you've been enjoying the Mario Party stuff too. We need to get another one locked in at some point. We're gonna run scan lines. Yeah, I don't fuck with that crispness. It's too scary. Too scary. It's gotta look darker. This has a slowdown toggle. Also, because this game did not run all the time. You know, games were tough back in the day. All right, we're gonna get started. We're celebrating the greatest holiday we could ever have, right? It's both May the 4th and tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, so it's the Star Wars Mexican solstice. What else would you need? Will this video be claimed when it goes on YouTube, despite the fact this is only a MIDI version of John Williams? I don't know. But I will find out within about a day. When your stunt's still a Jedi on May 5th, dude. That's crazy. We got big stuff for this May. The Mandalorian and Grogu will be appearing in theaters, and I will be there. And then when they say it underperformed, I'll be like, well, I'm not shocked. But if it does well, I'll be like, I always believed. Oh yeah, I should start my early month help me not die goal. Where the hell would that even be? There it is. I know I made that somewhere. Let's see here. Yeah, it's coming out in less than 3 weeks. It's coming out on the 22nd. Very exciting. I'm gonna take a day off at some point this week, because I very much want to go see Mortal Kombat 2. It's coming out this week. It finally escaped containment at Warner Brothers so that it can live. So this is the Super Star Wars. This is it's a run and gun style game. A double jump. A double jump. Or so, that post is crazy. We'll fucking pin that up there. I need to do better my mental image of Scorpion having more presence than that little Yoda fuck. It's too funny. The Scorpion's always cool, because they got Hiroyuki Sanada on that. They're continuing off the movie that came out, like, right after COVID lockdown stopped. What's so super bad? It was on the Super Nintendo. It was the style of the time. So, a fun thing that this game does at the start, I believe, is that you can get extra guns by just staying in the first screen of the game and killing stuff over and over again. Now, I generally forget if there was one or two of these power-ups you can get here, or if I have to move over to get another one. Now, thinking about it, there's a third one that you get automatic, and a fourth. Yeah, I think we can move on. I think we just have one at the start. I know a bunch of the jank and the secret shit that they hid in this game, because this is the classic style of thing of, hope you beat it without running out of continues, you're fucked. One of those classics.
Have some cash. Work has been good to me, so I have a bit to spare. Hope things go well for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I forgot you guys can talk to me now. I was about to go over and read it. This is great. What is that? That's Russell? That's my donation reader. He will be handling everything. Why is he British? I believe he's from New Zealand, actually, but you know, that's just kind of what I landed on. Oh, another thing that's going to make this game much more doable. It's got save states on it, which is going to be great. Because I don't know if you know this game's very hard. Like, you know, you get a movie game and it's like, oh no, it's solid but incredibly difficult. Anyway, you can shoot above that mountain there to get a free health up. Get a little, not a health up. Health ups in this are just like lightsabers you find. So if I remember correctly, if I just shoot these guys for an extended period of time, we will eventually get a power-up from it. This sounds cynical, but it's the reason 80% of Star Wars takes place on Tatooine. Is probably cheap to film in a desert. Unfortunately, everyone knows the first Star Wars movie. Not Episode 1, but A New Hope. And that happened here. So people were like, hey, I know that's Star Wars. It's desert, there's cities and shit. So a lot of times they just do it because it's like popular iconography. But also, yeah, they can also like reuse on sets. There we go. Like a Book of Boba Fett's in Tatooine just because they have all of those sets and stuff locked in. So we got another secret gun upgrade. This is the Seeker. Not too bad. Then it tears up into this. An ion beam. They just made real ass video games back then. Best part about this game, if you die once, it resets all of your guns. Possibly the most unrealistically cruel thing possible. They're just like, nah, fuck you, actually. Go back to the really bad pea shooter. Yep, definite 90s game with this. They're like, all right, you reset, but you don't also get guns hyper often. You get a lot of them in these early parts in the first few levels. But after that, it kind of falls off a bit. Also, you get access to other characters, and you get a lightsaber later to mess around with, which, you know, has the risk-reward of getting in close. That fanfare was so FF12. You're correct. That is very true. They go doot-dee-doo in that, I hear. I do not like the Scorpion. Alright, here we go. This should be the end. We gotta kill that thing that ate Boba Fett. Alright. Side switch, please. Oh, God. Ooh, he's touching me. Ew. Like most aliens, when shot, they explode violently. Boba Fett could have just shot it a lot. He could, but it was bad. Well, we gotta go find R2-D2. He's been captured by Jawas. Sure, man. Content warning, this is mode 7. So we gotta get close to the sand crawler in this. To do that, we just have to kill random Jawas, and then that will just make the Sandcrawler get closer. Kind of how they just word of God Boba Fett into escaping, never showing him getting, and never showing him get out. I feel like they showed it at the intro of that show. Of him, like, crawling out, and he's got all the goop and shit in him. That was either Racing Arcade Cabinet I played in early 2002. I always think about that Star Wars Trilogy arcade game that had, like, one sequence per movie. Alright, we made it to the third level. I really love how they fly back like that. This level's always fun, where you just get to bust up most of this place as we work our way in. The movie's like, oh, we just, like, do a deal with the Jawas, and this one is like, no, go inside it. We're gonna make it, like, 2 levels worth. We're gonna make it 3 levels, really, on approach. This is the moment where the game starts becoming a little bit fucked up. You're like, that's just level 3. I'm like, yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. So this is hard. This is the hardcore platforming level. We got to get to the top of the thing to get inside. Got the final gun upgrade. The plasma shot. Gonna start doing occasional saves just to save us some time here. There we go. It's only gonna really matter later when things start becoming obscenely difficult. This was made in the golden age of early 90s video gaming, in which I looked up the developer, and of course they only appeared in someone else's Wikipedia page for 2 sentences. I think it's like Sculptured Creations or something like that. They eventually they were folded into I believe they got rebranded into an Acclaim studio back then. They also did the SNES Doom port, I believe. So they got seeing the Mandalorian with the Jawas chant about the egg. Dude, they fucking loved that egg. Like they like ripped into it. It was really gross. Fucking Jawas, dude. Oh man, yeah, we're hitting some of the parts here where this is one of those levels where you fuck up, fall, and then have to redo 3 minutes. Why did George make in-universe slurs for Jawas? Because he wanted his world to feel truly alive. Ah, yeah, we can use the shoulders to look up and down. That's probably the most useful thing ever, maybe. I need, like, a heads up to know what war crime you're gonna throw at me here. Yeah, we're almost there. Hey. We always gotta break the big ones. The big ones release, like, enemies that just harass you for most of the time. Alright, this is unfortunate. I can't shoot it because it's taking a little bit. There we go. Get that fucker out of here. Yeah, happy May the 4th, everybody. Give me that. Oh, good heavens, he killed the shit out of me. I forgot these hit that hard. We can't accept it. Take me back to the bottom. I can't lose this gun. It's all I have left. Also, we can totally die. This game's like 2 hours. Like, I can totally redo some parts. Just got recommended a video the other day coming up with a believable in-universe slur for mutants in X-Men. Dude, it's always important. Your fantasy world should have slurs in it. I watched Transformers 1 and they called somebody a GoBot as if it's like a slur, and I was like, that's crazy, dude. This is on PS4 and Xbox, but not Switch. This came out in 2015. I believe it also was a pack-in if you pre-ordered EA Battlefront 1. This is when they're doing their big push. Ooh, health sword. That gives us a permanent HP increase. So I think they were just, you know, they're riding the high. Like Force Awakens was about to come out on the holidays. They were starting to get some ports out. So I think they just had Code Mystic spin this up. They didn't even do the other ones. There are 3 of these. It does all of the original trilogy just fine. I didn't play any of those. I never grew up with them. Bit of a shame, too. This port's actually quite good as someone who played this on original hardware and grew up with it for a very long time and struggled through it. I'm like, yeah, this has pretty much everything. It just gives you an option to take down, slow down, a couple border options, scan lines, and some save states. Yeah, Fallen Order came out in, like, I think 2020, yeah. It was like 2020 for that, and I think 2023 for the one after it. Something in there. Whatever that period where I was doing like the podcast stuff, because remember we did content for that. All right, let's drop a save here on the off chance I choke again, because I like killing all the guns. How you know this is really a 90s run and gun platformer that hates your ass is whenever you break one of these guns and they explode, the little pieces fly out. The pieces deal damage. So you can just kind of roll up and just die off an enemy's like last gasp. I'm like, sorry, the shrapnel bounced out and hit me in the eye. We're done. They even saw me take damage there. Or like here. Like, yeah, it even has like pushback on it. Okay, there's an extra thing here that we could get. Ah, my bad. I missed it. I'm gonna load it. I believe they put some extra stuff at the top of the stage there. Let me go see it. First, kill the gun. The gun's gonna cause me nothing but problems. There we go. You can get an extra gun if you shoot in the air above the exit. This is what video games used to be about. They used to be about, fuck it, we'll put these things in for secrets, otherwise known as things that the devs can use so they can not want to die while testing the game over and over again. So now we have an interior level. Oh man, I love the eyeballs that shoot out flamethrowers. They're my favorite. Houdini. Yes, please. I need to get a high score. It's important. Got a thermal detonator. This is just a screen clearing item. You just pop it. Time. Get a little heart. The game is kind enough to give you like 1 health pickup every time you kill an enemy. It's very small, but it's a little bit. Bro, he didn't even have Jedi training at this point. He can just do the world's largest fucking upward flip. Lest we not forget the room with drills. I do think the sequels didn't focus enough on the fun space guns. A lot more Force stuff. Yeah, it makes sense. I always liked guns and starship type stuff when it came to Star Wars. Lightsaber stuff has always been cool, but the other stuff has been good. I love a good dogfight. The coolest part of the original movie is when they go into space and they blow up the big Death Star. By the way, there's a secret behind this wall. This one, if you've run out of guns, you get 2 guns there. Just know to jump through the see-through wall. That's fine for Red. This might be the dumbest thing I think I've seen in a video game, and I never understood it. So you can't break this, you have to like slide from a distance. Which amounts to just doing that over and over again until you get past and it does a little bit of damage to you. Jawa security kind of crazy. Let's see. I gotta hold both the diagonals for that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we have many droid types. I forget if those are gonks or not. I think they are, yeah. I thought that some smaller thing was later on, but no, those are, I think, too small. So that's the worst enemy ever. You gotta, like, hit the hinge on that. Very difficult. Mainly because they just deal so much. This is when games really wanted you to respect the slow walk in the side scroller. Only run if you are actually goated. Oh yeah, they got that Star Wars Galactic Racer game coming out. That I am excited for because it also has like Burnout devs on it, and they seem to have understood the assignment. All right, so this part's horrible. It's not instant death, I don't think, but it does a lot. It does enough to feel like it. Don't be talking about animatronic walking Olaf, because I just think about how it died recently. Gonna hang back. Ah! I don't even know what this thing is, but I don't like it. Sources are saying Olaf is stable. Please, God. Yeah, Spike's thankfully not instant death. There we go. Good if you're good at platform. You get a shit ton of health off that. And of course, they celebrate you giving 5 health extensions with this next section has instant death. Lava? Hot sand? Not entirely sure. Ooh. Yeah, molten metal, some shit like that. And lava. Lava Beast Jawenko. This is what real video gaming about is the boss intro pushes you directly into the instant death while it goes. This is real gaming. They don't make it like this anymore. It's so epic. All right, let's get closer. This is what we're talking. This is real gaming. This is what it used to be about. You used to play games that had limited credits, and then they would just drop you in bullshit and instantly kill you, and you just be like, all right, that's just how that went today. What is it doing in this vehicle? We needed a boss at the end of the level, so he's here now. We've decided that the sand crawler needed a boss fight in it. Alright, we will now save just to save me some time, because I'm going to start getting annoyed at this bastard. They clearly recognize that this guy's really difficult because of the general area, so he has significantly less health than usual. Hell yeah, man. You can still choke here. Oh man, it's R2-D2. His sprite looks kind of bad. Okay, totally not. God forbid an alien exist. I don't think I've ever seen this chat say Kraid more in one sequence than just now. We played Metroid Dread and you guys weren't saying Kraid that much. Jesus. I have no respect for Kraid. He died a slave. Okay, we gotta go find Obi-Wan Kenobi. Land of the Sand People. That's crazy, dude. Better than that piss segment yesterday. If you want to check out the VOD yesterday, feel free. Otherwise, don't. Don't.
Beep boop.
Oh, thank you, droid. Appreciate it. Now we got ourselves a time bonus. And that's death. But there you go. Fucking, this game fucking rocks. Did that kill me? Yeah, it absolutely did kill me. I need to actually run up with that. You're just doomed. Okay, here we go. There's one convenient thing this game has for if you're not super good that we will be able to exploit coming up. This frog is in me. We are making new life with this frog. Oh, this is supposed to be mean. I get it. Yes, absolutely. It's a licensed movie game from the 80s and 90s, which means only one thing. Either the easiest game ever or a war crime, and most of them are war crimes. But the vibe's good. Don't worry, this level actually actively gets worse. I'd say this is probably one of the harder levels in the whole thing. Also, yeah, the health stores are basically per level also, so our health gets reset. I think it's that, or they consider some parts of the levels like arcs. Once you're done, it kind of just moves on. Keep the gun, though. I appreciate that. Many people I know are like this. Tusken Raider's kind of cool. This is the most play they ever get until the Book of Boba Fett. Thought Mittens made sounds resembling this. That was really horrible. The one I'm thinking of, not great. Anyway, this slide thing, you can just get crushed by it. That is an instant death little dude. We love it because games are evil. Now, there's one suicide jump you can do in this that gets you stuff. I'm trying to remember if it's this one or not. No, it is not. It is the one after it, then. Games used to have funny secrets. Anyway, this looked like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Oh, boy.
Nice.
A double jump he can do.
A double jump he can do. Oh, thank God. Let's see. Thank you to introducing Cal Kestis for that. Appreciate it. Every little bit of help's always appreciated. Let's see. Ooh, all of these yummy hearts. Yum. Why has everyone got to be so hateful over here? Shields, love it. Okay, this is the one that I was actually thinking of. If you go all the way down here, you're guaranteed to die. However, there's a shit ton of extra lives just hanging out in here. And you can just loop it. The checkpoint is right before the event occurs. So you can then just go in and you can just recycle. This is the way that I would play, because you'd have limited continues and like no save states, obviously. So this was like the way to get stuff back. I would max out, and then that was the only time there was hope to actually beating this game. So they're like, hey, that section earlier was fine. How can we make this worse? Let's just add perpetual respawning bird enemies while we're doing the platforming auto scroller where some of the platforms break. Please try our sinister concoction of hell. Dude, 90s and 80s games really loved bird that gives you just enough knockback to ruin your entire afternoon. Tatooine's famous floating rock bridge. Dude, we love it. Jakku doesn't have this. Oh, sorry, I was too close to the edge of the screen. They sent me off on my own. The fourth level's a Wily Castle. Yes, basically. I lowered but could not see them. Next time, though, we're totally gonna get it. Alright, we're gonna save here because it's entirely a leap of faith that the scroll can't even tell me how low it is. Never mind, that bird helped me. We're good. We're goated. I'm old. I'm on phone. The scan lines get so much stronger when I smallify the screen. That's crazy. I'm gonna bring you into the world of horizontals. Dude, I've seen the Clone Wars. They're crazy. Dude, he's gonna show us our Cerveza Cristal. I don't know if people seen that fucking what is it, like in Mexico? They'll like run in-movie commercials where like Obi-Wan goes up to a thing and then it just becomes a fucking real-ass commercial they integrated in there. Have I played an Ys game? I played some of both of Felghana like over a decade ago. Didn't finish it. So we've got the lightsaber now. We can swap between gun and lightsaber mode whenever, which is nice. He tried to send me to hell like immediately. So I guess they count this as the second half of the level where you like do the really hard first half and then get this good shit afterward. We're gonna have to switch off of it for a second because I am running out of health and getting up close is scary. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yo, thanks. Absolutely. Yeah, this time tomorrow. Yep. Carl Urban's Johnny Cage. Did you see that? Crazy. Okay, we run out of those. Yeah, we got this. You're up and jump. Just morphs our flip into this and does give it an active hitbox. Ah! That's a bantha. When they get shot enough, they explode all over the screen, much like a giant robot. As the bantha is to do. I forgot this level just kind of fucking throws a bunch of these at you in a row. Fucking video games rock, dude. Yeah, give me another bantha. It's been 5 seconds. I'd love another. Ooh, I'm getting so many pickups. Let's see. Alright, just there, I got trapped inside the geometry. I got, like, in that little nook. Whoops. Was I scared? Yes. Much like now, I don't know what anything is near me. Hold on. Alright, that's death. That's a man. What an asshole jumped in there like, go that way. I like how they had to put that arrow there. I bet they had testers that went, I just jumped to the right because, you know, these games typically you go right. I'm a big fan of the Luke Skywalker, like, corner extra life icon. Mutant Womp Rat. Ew! Ew, I hate him. Thank you. Type of shit the Mittens would be like the Bimbly. See, I bet they wanted me to use the lightsaber here. Give this thing a chance to move in. Oh, it definitely does way more damage. Okay, there we go. Alright, we gotta go to Mos Eisley now. We gotta go meet Han Solo. So we got another one of these levels. I must kill 20 Jawas, then the city will form from the sands. I like the twins. Glad they're not here right now. That's the type of thing I would say. Nah, it's okay. They didn't know the demon sounds they created. They really had a mental breakdown when I sent them the fucking clip of the noise that they made yesterday. What a nightmare. Oh yeah, you can see some of the city forming over there. I see how it is. There you are. I knew if someone would talk shit, you would show yourself if you were here. She's like, I'm blameless. I'm not the one that made the noise. I was the bird. I think I reached my mental limit yesterday. That was quite tough. All this because your sister's obsessed with piss. Alright, we can head on over. Actually, no, I'm not asking. There was an extended conversation during Mega Man Battle Network 1 of ethical sink pissing. That's all I'll say. Dude, Stormtrooper. Well, he's dead. It was an important hypothetical that some people were making up that piss particles stay within a surface forever, which means, by this logic, everyone has piss on them forever. Like, if one accident, it's over. You fucked up when you were 4? Sorry. Yeah, the ship of Theseus, but with urine. It's very good. Look at this fucking guy. He's just this fucking random ass alien's just a platform. He's just chilling. By the way, there's a gun upgrade in that if you just know to break those blocks, I guess. I'm surprised security's so tight over here. Jeez. Damn, man. Thank you. Ooh, I need more time. It gives me more score. Everyone knows score's important. We are in big danger and in big trouble. Okay, we got a little bit of health back. There might be hope. We might be able to get out of this. That barrel's causing trouble. Okay, we can speed up. Abuse the shield we got. Oh, there we go. Oh god, there's guys everywhere. We're starting to get different characters after this, so I'm totally fine, like losing my stuff this time. We can play normally. Up, I'm stuck. Up. I think an important thing about Star Wars that they truly understood was that bad guys should just be British. Yeah, they would be doing all that. You think America has the capability to do it now, but no, we wouldn't know how to make a Death Star. We can't do that. That shit's too hard. Feels like it's a bit too much, too many levels for this. Thankfully, we are almost done. Or at the very least, we're gonna hit some of the more interesting levels within the Tatooine skin in a bit here. Don't worry, they stretched the Death Star for as many levels as you possibly could. Ooh, I hated all of that. Did I even have a save over here? Nah, fuck it. Here's what I'm gonna do. You know what? Fuck it, I'll do that there. Ah, it brings me here. Oh, okay, we're just here now. Oh, okay. It's okay, I needed that shit back. It's fine. It's fine. We lost 6 minutes. Don't worry. The game's 2 hours. Every little mistake I make is a perfect opportunity for the stream to not be deathly short. I have nothing else planned today. I was working on more video stuff again, so I've been very busy. The American government actually calculate how much it would cost to make a Death Star. That's great. That sounds like something that my country should be doing. Oh, I love points, dude. Oh, so you're not... well, of course not, you know. It would have been in the promo. I used to be a bit more fluid with how I stream stuff, but that was like maybe in like 2017 or something, where I'd you know, if we still had time, we'd move on to other things. But now I kind of like, I set the itinerary and go from there. Try to pace it out properly. That's why I'm fine with dying a little bit, because, you know, it's not a huge loss. Gives us more time to hang out. I am running a bit of a survive goal, so any help on that's appreciated. It'll allow me to take a day off without fully dying while doing it. Even the days I don't stream, I've been working on video stuff. Thankfully, almost done with it, so I can have that off my plate for at least a little bit until I ramp other things back up. Alright, we're gonna stop moving forward. I had a feeling that there's some behind me and it's not making the ones, not letting any other ones in front spawn. 45 trillion to make the Death Star, 67 trillion to half. Fill it with gas. I can't believe they fucked this up, dude. The Death Star doesn't run on gas. It runs on, I don't know, some rock shit or something. Actually, no, I think that's just what they made the outer part with. Gas-powered Death Star's killing me. Unblock the Strait of Hormuz. We're trying to make a Star Destroyer. Like, okay, man. An American Death Star will run on gasoline. Yeah, of course, yeah. Only Jedi cucks use diesel. They're gonna make it run on solar, but Palpatine didn't want it to be woke. You know, that's an understandable concern, you know? The Sith do not believe in DEI. Like, fucking... Alright, Sheev, calm down. The Sith believing DEI is what led to the thought bomb incident, dude. Alright, give me that shield. I need to be able to get past these spikes. We're gonna play thoughtfully this time, so that we do not die and look stupid. Oh no! Okay, it doesn't scroll off. I'm so used to being fucked over by scrolling. I've played too many Mega Man games. Oh, that's convenient. Nope. that's rough. Just do a quick jump, get out of the spikes. The more I'm on it, the more it hurts. Alright, here we go. Hold on. Nice! Got it. The fact that LucasArts died should be considered a crime. Really insult. At least have let them finish and put out Star Wars 1313. Alright, a little dangerous. I love levels like this where it has somewhat similar, like, iconography and, like, platforms and stuff, so sometimes I just don't know when it ends. Here we go, this should be it. Yo, it's Chewie. They're like, would you like to play as Luke, or would you like to be Chewie? Dude, I'm always chewing. Chew me up. Alright, let's save up. Let's do it. Dude, they're playing Jizz in here. I like how they play this level as if it's a beat 'em up, so they will occasionally let you know when you can move on. Mega 64 isn't doing a May 4th video this year because of Jizz Erasure. Typical woke performism from Mega 64. When will they learn? Yeah, this is a non-Euclidean bar. It just goes on forever. Look at them fucking it up back there. I'm trying to use the big ones where I can get them. Doing a good job. I'm just saying, you guys are doing, you're fucking it up over there. No, not the Kalhar boss monster. They're running low on bosses for this game, so they're using this guy that was in that random chess game they showed for 5 seconds in the movie. Alright, this guy's beating the shit out of me. I remember this guy was hard as hell.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Max Rabo is the stage name of Cillian Fantel, a stocky Ortolan keyboardist, and the eponymous leader of the Max Rabo band. He plays a red ball jet keyboard, which is similar to a circular reed organ with clavinet characteristics.
Thank you, Jizz, for the 5. If anyone wants to drop Wikipedia things for $5 to get it read by that thing, please do. I'm very enamored by it. And it's kind of a crapshoot to get into the good pattern on this guy. Dude. We're in a new frontier here. Yeah, this guy's gonna be tough. Chewie, we're screwed. I really should pause when it's very clear that I can't make up the rest. Yeah, sadly, no weapon on Chewie. Chewie's advantage, I think, is is that he makes that noise, and that he comes with way more health. Like, generally. Oh, we keep getting close, though. I still believe it can happen. It really is, you get a cycle where you're jumping and shooting exactly when he's hitting, and you can just fucking avoid it. Doesn't help I'm coming in with a little bit less than full. Sort of moving here actually matters at all.
Nice.
Looks like that might be a strat.
Shang Tsung appears in Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Realm, voiced by Neil Ross.
Why did that fun fact allow me to win? Thank you, Autistic Shang Tsung, for the $5. Yo, it's Han Solo. He shoots. I love Chewie in the back, just like, I'm just chilling. I beat a boss that was kind of bad. I feel pretty good right now. Drink it in, baby. We've unlocked Han. We're gonna use him. I don't think he's particularly amazing, but we should use everybody. He's looking like the Red Hulk here, dude. Shout out to Red Hulk. Let's save it up. Yep, so he plays mostly like Luke. I don't know if there's any general big differences or improvements. 6 foot, by the way. Shout out to the Red Hulk Goatsy Beyblade. That's a great thing to say out loud with words and language. That's just what we be doing down here. Bum, 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 bum. All right, now they got dudes coming out of windows, raising the stakes. Give me that shield, please. Oh yeah, he's got a better slide. He's got like an actual dodge roll. That's right. Here we go. Oh God, help! Unidentified fucking thing. Dude, this is like FF7R. It kinda is, dude. It's mostly linear. Fucking up robots. Harrison Ford is there. Everything's happening. No. This claw out of here. Excuse me, sir. Ooh, another gun. See, this is why I'm confused. I thought this was a hangar for spaceships. They're like, we just kind of... That's kind of the theme, but we wanted to do some stuff with the level, you know? Like, I'm like, man, Han has to do this every time he parks? That's fucked up. Hold on, hold on. What we got? What we got? Okay, fine. Ooh, don't like the grabby hand on that at all. Let me go back and kill this normally. There we go. Want to see what's up here. Another gun. That health. Ugh. Come on, dude. Your debris is bigger than your fucking initial bomb sprite. Okay. Nice. Alright. I'm a little scared. Yeah, I was really hoping I could get away with that. Ow! Fuck. Alright, we'll switch to Luke, I guess, if we're starting from here. At least we have plenty of guns we can go get. See if we can get them back. Every time I keep thinking that I should actually plop a save, I'm like, nah, what's the worst that could happen? And then I'm like, it'll be on my next jump, and then I'll die. Too fast and loose with it.
Nice.
Droopy McCool is the stage name of a slow-minded Kaitonak musician and original member of the Max Rabo Band. He plays a chiding Karlu horn, an instrument that resembles a clarinet. Droopy's actual birth name is a series of unpronounceable flute-like whistles.
Dude, that's great. Shout out to Droopy McCool. Please want me to change their name in Discord to be Droopy McCool. They're a big fan.
Nice.
What is thy bidding, my master? It's a disaster, Skywalker we're after, but if he could be turned to the dark side. Yes. He'd be a powerful ally, another Dark Jedi. He will join us or die. We got Death Star, Death Star, we got Death Star, Death Star.
Thank you for giving some of the Star Wars gangster rap into a note. Thank you, and you know that we got it for the $5. Appreciate it. I forgot. I never forgot it because I knew that we got it. Hold on. I must check something. Because you said, how's Jordan dealing with the name change? Alright, he has capitulated to my threats and has not tried to rename himself because he knows that I will punish him severely for it. He will remain the Gassy Boy forever. I was like, ooh, what's this? And they're like, hell. I never got into any of the Indiana Jones stuff, really. I considered trying to get into it when the new movie was coming out, but then I just didn't have time to go see it, and then it didn't do particularly well. Didn't really play the game, the new game they put out either. It's a blind spot in terms of cinema for me. You could play that NES game Irate Gamer reviewed. Walking on the footsteps of true giants in the space. My absolute goat. The ghost behavioralist, Chris Bores. Yeah, I gotta do something else. It's really hard to schedule around things, you know, and go, okay, on this day I'm gonna do this. Because usually, if it was just me doing one of these and we just watch a thing, I could do that whenever. That's not a problem. That's not anything that's gonna be an issue. Whenever it's like, oh, I'll do something with people, it becomes harder because then I'm go, oh fuck, I gotta schedule around whether or not this person's in or not. Maybe I should do some solo gamer flex stuff where people can just jump in. Maybe I do that. Maybe I do that at some point. Figure something out for it. That certainly would make more of them happen. It's one of those things. As I've gotten older, I more and more I try less to schedule stuff because it stresses me out, and I'm just like, oh fuck. Doesn't help that the people I schedule with include Aries, someone who's available almost never. And it's a very, very difficult squaring of a circle. And then I try to do a very successful movie podcast with Jordan, and Jordan is the most recent person to have held it back. Yeah, we are going to be doing the E3. We're gonna rewatch E3 2016 Xbox. Next month, whenever it's the day that Xbox is doing their new show, we're doing them back to back, as we have done on previous years. This would be the 4th year in a row we've done it, now that I think about it. Because we did the 2013 Xbox reveal, then we did the 2014 conference to celebrate 10 years of Phil. Then we did 2015 to celebrate the final year of Phil. and now here we are. 2016 is quite vintage, yes. People be excited, chat, in a month when we watch it and we see not only FF15 but an on-stage demonstration of Xbox Hot Games Scalebound. A lot of big stuff coming up on that one. Should be good. There'll be no more discussion of what was in it, so we can let it all be a surprise as we go, because there's nothing more fun than watching a press conference that's old, because you get to go, oh, here's a 10-minute segment of a game that I already know was bad or I didn't play. And it's like, when you watch a normal press conference, you like sit in there and you watch it to wait for the new stuff that might arrive. This time it's like, nothing good's going to happen. All of it occurred. So you hit the Call of Duty segment with nothing but hate in your heart. To be fair, I think they stopped doing them on Xbox. Or at the very least, not as much. Because I think Sony had that locked up. It must be fascinating to look at general gaming opinions in like 2016 around like April or whenever Nintendo formally announced that they're only bringing Breath of the Wild on Wii U to E3, because I remember the environment. It was like, this company's fucking done. This company is done, followed by the show happening and the entire convention center being flooded with people trying to play that shit. Xbox has typically had strong shows because they have a decent amount of third-party stuff going on, and sometimes they had some big hits, like when they were like, "Here, we're doing like back compat even for like classic Xbox original stuff," or you know, like the Phantasy Star Online 2 thing, which was cool. One of those we never thought this would actually happen. Yeah, the DMC5 show back in 2018. Xbox was killer. 2018 was big time. That was the last time. Sony did E3 and like tried. It was also their weirdest show, also, but you know. Yeah, the mischievous Sony 3 Stages conference where they had to like pivot and it kind of hurt the pacing, but the announcement lineup they had on that, killer. Gage 3 showed off Pirates. RE2 Remake was shown for the first time. I went back and watched that trailer recently. That shit was crazy. Sony was really into the theatrical excess at the time, so they were like, okay, we're gonna do 3 stages, and all of them are kind of themed after some of the bigger tentpole games that they were showing, that they had made. And obviously that seems like a waste of money, so I imagine the conversation was like, yeah, we can't keep doing this. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll just stop doing them entirely. It's like, that's not necessarily what we were thinking about, but maybe not do 3 stages. E3 feels like it was from a different dimension. Yeah, that dimension was called the Better Times. And yeah, so many people go, oh, old thing. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's good. No, that was great. That was peak. Event viewing if you cared about video games at all. They dropped cars from ceilings. Sometimes you'd have awkward delivery on some sort of thing because they sometimes would bring up game developers there that aren't public speakers. Sometimes the show was really bad, but that only added more character to it. They zoom in on Jim Ryan's face. I like how that's my introduction to Jim Ryan was the giant bomb Brad loses the Jim Ryan video. I like that clip because he's hyping up Shu Yoshida, a guy he would later fire, which is that's gotta be. Ubisoft's press conferences were of a different breed. Naisha Tyler being like, you got a meme you want to pitch? Yeah, I think that might be one of the worst. That might be one of the worst ones ever. The Konami one's just weird. That Ubisoft one sometimes just hits a level of, man, stop. Girlwood, please help me. God, this little fucking part. Bitch was like, you have a meme you want to pitch? And their cosplayer for Assassin's Creed Syndicate's like, you know, there's that thing where Picard goes, engage. You're like, that's great. And then they moved on, and I felt like I aged 7 years while watching a 30-second exchange. Alright, there's a heart up there. I'd like to try and get it. I'm gonna die over and over getting to it, aren't I? Who could forget Mr. Caffeine? Oh, that's even earlier. Fucking Mr. Caffeine was like... Might have to watch that. Yeah, I might have to watch that. I did the slide, but they're like, you're on a slope. You're going back down, buddy. Chewie, we're fucked. Chewie, we're home. We got it. All right, we're good. Well, bam. Bottom. Let's see what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like. Well, here it is, man. They do not let you go past those guys. Chewie kind of difficult in the fact that he's way bigger. All right, here we go. All right, we'll wait for him to explode and give me a heart. Thank you. Hold on. Bro, your friend was already over here. You can just leave. Okay. There we go. I'm just waiting for that claw to get out of here. I'll take that yummy, thank you. Alright, I think we've made some good progress here. Alright, that was a checkpoint, I can tell from the noise. Oh no, not the hover combat carrier. I thought this is where we parked our car. Hello? Hey, can you help me find out where I parked? It's a little, you know, I just need to get out of town. You know, it's okay. They're not. They're just very unhelpful with this whole thing. And, really hoping that they could maybe hook me up in some way. Let's load up the save. Yeah, here we go. Maybe I could farm for health. You never know. This is one of those bosses that is made of compartments on a ship, so you have to like beat up each little piece. We've done a little bit of that in Mega Man. It's like the fucking tank in Mega Man and Base. Bad sign when I'm like, it's like that thing in Mega Man and Base. Alright, let's see what we can do. Holy shit. Maybe Han's better for it. We'll roll through a few things and see what we got. Oh yeah, part of this is just kind of getting down low. Not getting bullied by these side bits. There we go. Holy shit, that machine gun. It's fucking lighting my ass. Should we try it again, young man? Now let's just get the edges here. That's pushing me a little bit. Very hard to angle shot. Oh, damn. I wonder what I can do with Luke on this. I'm trying a few different methods here. That's hitting a little bit. Oh, it's doing immense damage, however.
Use the force, Luke.
Thing seems a bit too fast. I think it gets faster later in the fight, too, which makes it even more of a pain. Let's see. Just seeing if I'm missing anything. No, not missing anything. This is just what we got in front of us. Let's go back and see if we can get some health. I don't want to go through this obstacle again, but maybe, there's hope that we can maybe get... Okay, we can respawn these guys. Hold on. Let's play this like it's real classic gaming here. Yo, we got any more on tap? Chewie making noises. Because if I can come in there with the ion gun and some health, we can probably get out of this. There's a New Hope. Ooh. That's the name of the movie. Alright, this is boring. However, it's better than watching me die and face roll the whole time. You'll actually not see me get too perturbed at this game because I already knew it was evil going in. It's like playing fucking Toy Story on SNES. Like, I already know it's made of razor blades and blood. Yeah, I know, Chewie. It's tough out here. I bet if we scroll, it'll reestablish them. There we go. At least I hope so. Has the bartender cut me off at half? Let's see. I'll travel the world for you, game. Alright, last thing I need to do is take several hits in a row. We don't need to go backward in terms of health value. I forgot if you could break these. Huh. Can you? I played this game a lot, but I don't know if I've ever tried, like, blowing these up. They're a bit too hard to aim, so I don't think so. Did I have more health on the load? Yes, I did. Excellent work, KZ. This is why you're the best, sir. I'm going to heaven like this. Alright, save here. We'll try some attempts at half health and see where it brings us. Yeah, it's just really difficult. Every single part on this thing has the most health I think I've ever seen. You know, boss is inspiring when you're fighting it a shit ton and you don't actually deal any damage because you haven't really hit that part yet. We didn't hit that part in the relationship where we were still testing things out together. Yeah, there's no hitting that at a good angle. Ooh, I can do a crouch hit? Okay, hold on. This might help. Oh, yes, it does. Gotta find the old tech. Okay, that's those parts done. We're just gonna save now. We're getting in it. Okay, we broke that off. So now all we need to do is take on the top left portion. Okay, we can just hold up. It's just going back and forth. I hope it doesn't go sick nasty after this. And now the game just flashes. Oh my goodness. I think the scan lines might help. We don't know. It's okay. I'll kill it quickly. Alright, we made it. I'm feeling very yellow. That might be the piss particles from yesterday. Need you to know, chat, epilepsy warnings don't work when someone posts it afterward. Sure, what's up? What's up, Eric? Uh-oh. What the fuck? Let's go have a look. Just saw the most Charlie Brown has hose image I've ever imagined. And we're gonna put it on stream. Meet lesbophobic Peanuts fan. People only say Peppermint Patty is a lesbian because she's athletic. No one has ever said she's a lesbian because of this. And then there's, hold on, there's some deep images here I've got to investigate. Certificate of lesbophobia, never acknowledges Pat and Elise. Charlie Brown is harem anime protagonist. Reply, the dude has a way with the ladies. Don't forget, Patty and Marcy are only back up for when he can not land the little red-headed girl. Okay. Spell Sparky's name as Schultz. Some sort of anime art. Not found. Time spent researching why lesbians relate to Pepsi so much. That's the pairing name for those who don't know. I'm glad you pointed out the bit about Peanuts. Those cartoons and comic strips are meant to be completely innocent and from a more simpler time. I always thought that saying Peppermint Patty and Marcy were lesbians was projecting an adult interpretation to a child's comic strip. Let some things stay innocent. Time spent seeing and or making questionable fan art of Peanuts characters. Hold on, I just realized that anime poster art is in fact Peanuts. I was like, what the fuck is that? It got me until I saw Snoopy in there. This is crazy. This is insane. That is an insane picture. I'm not gonna click it. I'm gonna hit quote. I'm gonna go onto the quote part. I'm gonna say Jordan. Hit post. There we go. And I've done my work. I've done my good deed for the day. All right, where were we? Yes. We got Death Star. A little fucking car. Ow! These fucking guys. So we finally made it to the part of the game that doesn't have Tatooine in it. Granted, it took us forever. Oh my god. Okay. I remembered what this level's about to do. It's very insane. So it just throws TIE fighters at you in the corridor. They're just like flying out of the station. And they can push you into holes. I'm like, this is some way to make the human characters deal with a TIE fighter, I guess. Kind of insane, though. They be moving like Freddy Fazbear, yes. Okay, hold on. There we go. Nice. Ooh, cool little blue alien. So fucking stupid. I fucking adore it. No one ever thinks to kamikaze you with a TIE fighter these days. They don't understand. An insane form of perpetual damage also. Yeah, I need this for health, bad. Those TIE fighters kind of hurt. When you have to do like 6 of them in a row. That guy just falled. Stop going in the holes. Ow. Oh god, we're back. Sorry, another fleet has to leave, so if you could like get going. Just get into the jumping rhythm. The longer it takes you, the more TIE fighters are gonna go through my fucking skin. Oh god, now they're like, what if we put a gun in the hole? I'm starting to think that they had too much time to make this Death Star. They had too many ideas. Okay, we've hit a boss. Okay, what do we got? Is this, yeah, it's this big giant thing. Behold my defense droid. I believe its weakness is its ass. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, this guy's gonna take a minute. Totally not Ed 209. God forbid a robot ever be made. Oh, this is the spot. When you get him in the back like that, that's perfect. Robot weak to get in the ass like many people here. You very true.
Use the force, Luke.
Rescue of the princess. Here we go. We gotta go find Leia now. The game really does get a lot better once we get to this part, at least in terms of like variants on like different locations. How could I forget the crushers that they installed on the Death Star? Please excuse me. My bad. I had entirely forgotten. I like how the boss from 2 levels ago, I was starting to think, I'm like, I can't beat this, but I'm like, no, I beat this as a child. What was it? That fucking crouch angle shot. Little scuffed, but man, that changed everything. Sometimes you find games where it's just like, yeah, this is just not doable unless I got the broken like position. You find like that one micro useful positioning tool. Try to use the toy, get the timing of the crusher down. I need to use the bathroom in fucking the Harry Potter world. And they're like, sorry, you need to remember your password for the stupid fucking painting ghost thing. We don't need the gun. We're already maxed out on guns, so I don't know why I keep thinking about going to get it. This Roomba sucks. Fuck you, dude. Oh god. There's like a little man in there. Okay. That's a good spot. Hey, KZ. Hoth Tua. Toe on that thing. You know what? +2. Not bad. The toe really got you on that one. Alright. There we go. Oh, lest we not forget the Imperial spiders. The one thing the Galactic Empire needed were the robots that look like giant spiders. Oh, good, more. They're mobilizing from the barracks. Oh! Uh-huh. I don't even know if left's the right way, but we're going this way. Yeah, it seems to be. I have great judgment. Nope. Maybe this time it'll be synced properly. There we go. I love platforms that oscillate like that. And you gotta like do a few cycles before they're like good. Oh yeah, you know, even this high up, they're like, no, keep installing the crushers. We need those. Wait patiently. Well, I've been frauded immensely on that one. They're like, we're gonna throw one guy right there, and we're gonna fuck it all up right now. All right, Luke, good luck. That was so fucked up. I resent all of that. That thing pushed me off the cliff. Ah! Oh, damn. I don't even remember when I last saved, so I should probably pick some. Yeah, let's get Chewie. Let's get Chewie in there, I guess. God, the... Holy shit, the push on this guy! Remember, guys, just say no. Consent is important. I say this as this thing's arm penis is perpetually pushing into me. Lost half my health on basically one jump. Are you kidding? We gotta take this Empire down, man. If I had a lightsaber, use it for a lot of mundane things. It'd feel good to use, though. Chop it up a little bit. We gotta save this doggone planet, Chewie. Alright, we're gonna save now because we need to make some progress. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, this was a mistake. Like, I'm like, why am I running when the thing is clear? You got. They made this so that you go in there when it's lifting, and maybe you'll live. Don't even think about fucking going in early. Nah, there's no time for that, especially not with fucking Chewie over here. This is the one I died at, I bet, too. I died at it now, really, so. They start throwing out the droids that, like, push you around. Big pain in the ass. Always fucks me up seeing that menu, by the way. That menu did not exist in the original version of this game. There's no, like, you could consult with options in the original. All it did was dim the game. Didn't even put up a pause, like, lettering. I had a feeling you were gonna come out of there. There we go. Oh. Was not expecting that kill. Maybe if the debris in the game didn't also deal damage. But you know, the game is evil. It's been accepted. All right. Good. Good. Space it out. Space it out. Okay, here we go. Not bad. Sure, we got incoming shots and stuff. I'm saving now, though. Don't you think I ain't not gonna do it? We've made it. We've come so far now. They put a gun there? How long is this level? Oh! well, there's your answer. Detention guard boss. What could that be? Oh, this thing. Oh, the gigantic statue with, like, stormtrooper shit on it. Yes, that... You know, that was in the movies, I think. That one just kind of hugged me until I died. Yeah, the menu thankfully looks like it belonged to the game. Code Mystics did a good job of, like, naturally integrating everything really nicely. Nothing feels, like, out of place or wrong. I basically have to clear the ads or else this becomes a big problem, okay. In a way, this is one of the easier bosses because it summons ads, so you can get little pickups and stuff. Oh, fuck, I forgot it has this thing. I rescind my compliments. That thing, I forgot there's a little small robot inside it. You know, you never know what might be happening in Star Wars. She got my ass real bad. Scared the hell out of me. I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I'm done. Anytime I accidentally do, like, the diagonal, like, shot up when there's a guy in front of me, I'm like, it's over. He's just gonna rub on me till the health go away. Star Wars could create machines we could not even imagine. Man, I just haven't been dealing good damage to this guy. I was trying to pause the load, but no. I gotta, like, get right up in its... I'm focusing too much on, like, hitting the enemies that come out. That attempt I did on the second try was way better. Yeah, this is real tough. Maybe I try with full health and see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, I can load. Here I was thinking that they were going to drop me, like, right there. I heard, like, a beep, so I thought it was a checkpoint. We're loading. I'm not doing the crushing shit again. There are many things I'm prepared to do today. At the bottom of the list is that fucking section. That's just not that's a complete non-starter. Okay, so I've realized a fatal flaw in this game's combat. If the game gets right up in your face, your gun goes past it. And entirely misses my favorite part. It's the part that I really was looking forward to. The part where they just fucking hit me. Yeah, I just can't keep up with damage. After a moment, it just kind of melts me out. Yo, thank you, Mr. I Like Spam, for the resub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just need to seek out the health every time they die. Alright, we're getting a little closer. I like how we got one good attempt where we got to the second phase and I completely fell out. We are running a mini goal. If there's anything you would like the text-to-speech to say, like random Wikipedia entries from Wikipedia, you could totally do that. We had some fun earlier in the stream. Is this my attempt to not only make money, but also to fill time? Yes, because I'm very bad right now, and I'm fucking doing terrible. My way to fill the void. Hold on. What's this hate talk post? Let's see what this is. Nobody who plays Cage is fucked. You must consult the ancient scrolls. The best dick I've ever had in my life was from a nerd that gave me that work after he beat Kingdom Hearts. So I'm excited for this new game when that shit drops. Oh, I didn't see that it's a screenshot of that and a reply of someone going, of course you think 2018 is ancient. We must never allow the average Blue Sky user that doesn't come from your follower base to talk to you, because they will in fact say the most pretentiously annoying thing ever. It always occurs. You always got a funny guy. They're also like 19, yeah. We must consult from person who was born in 2006. You know, when Kingdom Hearts 2 was dropping in America. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and save now. Because we finally... All I had to do was think about how people are annoying, and then I woke up like the Manchurian Candidate. We might still be fucked. This thing does way more damage in the second phase for some reason. Oh, man. Don't tell me that this... You know what? I'm gonna believe. I don't know about you guys. I'm a bit of a believer. I believe that I can achieve anything through hard work. Okay, I need to not be shooting at the start. I need to, like, follow it directly below it at the start, I think. Yeah, but that does... Yeah, it has a singular pattern. It just kills me in one hit. Major problem. And we've gotten rid of any subsequent chances with this. Oh my lord. I'll give it a couple more tries here, but we will, in fact, just do the level again. Worst comes to worst. Yeah, I have enough room. I take a hit on entry, it looks like, and then... Hold on, maybe I try, Wow. Yeah, that doesn't look doable. As much as it pains me, we're just gonna have to make it to a normal way. It's important. A thing that we lose sight of when playing retro games is doing a thing over and over again off your save state instead of just going and doing it all over again. Sunken cost or whatever. I think rewinding might make it even worse, honestly. Then you just start becoming an insane person. I fall into it from time to time. It's tough. Wish I had better weaponry here, but we're just gonna have to deal. Dude, stop moving me. A sociopath designed these little baby cars. Ah! See? Honestly, I think that might be the most evil thing in the entire game. That thing right there. I'm like, small little dude that unless you jump, moves you at a hyper fast speed across the screen in a game where enemies scroll? No, sir. Yeah, these seem to keep respawning. We're gonna use this. Sorry, I had to sneeze. That ruined everything, I think. Whew. They make you forget things. Goofy is there. I got food poisoning. Give Casey money to stop Marluxia. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Save states are like Castle. Yeah, it's basic. Defined is to lose. Defined. Here we go. Overall, over time, I used up save states because I realized it's not much fun to play games like that if you just spam it all the time. Yeah, I pace it out a little bit. I don't use them as much when I'm not streaming. I tend to go like, nah, we need to progress. Need to, like, make some movement. We're not even going to talk about what's going on there. All of that was weird. I don't like the blue dudes because they don't give good health, but they take too many shots in my opinion. Their range is also too good. I don't respect them as people or droids. Alright, yep. Got it. Well, it might be good to get the health, but the contact damage is so high, it's diminishing returns. Wait, okay, here we go. Okay, now we're getting it. Yes! Nice. Oh, hold on. Move. Things got a little weird there. It's a shame I know there's a shit ton more crushers up here. Worst one is I'm definitely gonna have to opt in for one of them because one of them has a gun. So I'm gonna have to risk it for the biscuit on that. Hold on, stop! Got a little heated there. Bit of, it's what you might call a heated gamer moment. Don't look that up. Lost a little bit of health there. Am I willing to? No, not after what happened to us earlier. We will come in here at full health values. If that is possible with Chewie, we don't know. It's getting a little, that counts as damage. You know, we're gonna have to take it. We're gonna have to accept it. There's not much that can be done there. That shit's just rough. We got more health here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is it. We've come back. Settled the score. I don't think I had the Seeker last time, so this will actually actively be way easier. Because my shots cannot miss. Oh, this is nothing now. Now that I have a good gun. See, boom, fucking get out of here. As a kid, I don't think I had seen the movie, or I might have only seen it once. I thought she was in like a really big microwave. Alright, so they have found a way to give us another level within the Death Star. They managed it. We have to do that thing Obi-Wan did in the movie of like turning off the tractor beam, which you know, in video game terms means I have to shoot a lot of stuff while going up. Honestly, the Seeker I might want to just keep. Seeker seems to just be better. It does less damage overall, but being able to hit shots more accurately, I think, just matters more. So I will pass up on the upgrade over there. We just saved Leia in the last second there when I mentioned her. That level is trying to get to her room to get her, so we picked her up now. Now we got to turn off the tractor beam, and then we can start the final levels of trying to take the Death Star down. It's always fun to see how they will build additional levels in movie games, you know? Like you play Aladdin on SNES, and they're like, what if Abu got trapped in a sand temple for something, and you just do a level on it? You do an entire world based on this idea. I was wondering why there didn't seem to be a way to progress. Because the platforms were out of sync. My favorite. Genie, Jafar, Abu, Aladdin. Ooh, we just barely grabbed that. Nice. They take a lot of liberties. They're like, we need more game here. Even in like the PS2 era, they'd be like, yeah, what if in the Spider-Man movie game you also took on like Scorpion and Shocker and Vulture? Like, let's build up some sequences there. Doesn't make it 100% accurate, but you at least hit the highlights they might have been looking for. What was that door they fucked up? Yeah, it's the one that has the 4 letters that spell open in it, and instead Jordan and Ares thought was nope. That's what we had to spell with those letters, nope. Here we go. Tractor beam. The only way you can stop a tractor beam so we can escape is, of course, shooting it. Honestly, Obi-Wan might have been a pussy for just fucking hitting some switches first, I think, you know? Oh man, they like split off in like an X pattern a little bit. Gotta be careful of that. Sir, make sure the tractor beam has an attack pattern. A what? I think it's just supposed to pull stuff, sir. Ah, it's rough.
Use the Force, Luke.
Did I have any good saves near this? Now we're gonna find out. We did. I was smart. I'm so intelligent. So intelligent and sexy. Okay. Wonder if I could just do, wonder if I could do big Luke jumps. Not to be confused with bigger Luke. Yeah, maybe I can do that. I didn't know Obi-Wan simply shoot Vader when he wasn't looking. Is he stupid? Vader kind of got aura, though. He can kind of handle that. I'll see if I can just do jumps in the air here to get damage. You cannot. You can't reach him. All right. I'm learning the specific aspects of this boss. It's got so much damage. Wonder how I get those other guys to come back up too, because I notice sometimes they like respawn. Maybe I have to jump up to the second platform. Kraven was only in the Xbox version of Spider. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Big get for Xbox, Kraven. He's gonna be famous one day. We haven't reached that day yet, but he's working on it. It really sucks how the only good damage is that lightsaber. You know, there was a part earlier in which I'm like, I'm gonna pass on the gun upgrade because it's clearly I don't need it. Apparently I do. We'll go for Chewie. Chewie has more health. We're gonna play this game honestly, like we have been, of course. But I need to come in with like good health. Same Chewie. I was thinking the same. So don't make that Sinister Six movie and make all those Spider-Man villains world famous. It's every time I think about Sony movies, it's always so rough. I like get embarrassed for them. Like, it was a tough time for everyone, I think. Only one that kind of worked was Venom. Yeah, and that's just because Venom is popular. You get a little bit of charisma in there, and a guy that people actually recognize at all. They fucking released a Madam Web movie into theaters. It had the best chance it could possibly have. That shit was made at a time where people still thought Sydney Sweeney was capable of acting. That was crazy. It's an exciting time. That thing dropped a gun and just gave me nothing. That's fucked up. Oh, is that repeatable? I just saw it happen again. There it is. All right, we're saving. I need that, man. Can't get up to the top with good health otherwise. Hold on. Get out of here. Sometimes Sony releases a good, successful movie. We later end up learning it's because they forgot to interfere and fuck everything up. That's that K-pop Demon Hunters movie where they were... I'll see some post about, like, it's like, finally someone showed people what kind of movie we really want. I'm like, I don't know, Netflix bought that and didn't even put it into theaters until later, actually. It was a Sony movie that Sony didn't want because they didn't know how to advertise an animated movie with women in it. I don't know. Probably the division of Sony's still alive, and yet they're still putting out bangers too. It's kind of crazy. They kind of just let them fuck around, I guess. They're like, we can't get rid of everything that gives us good press. That's too dangerous. There's a joke in the most recent episode of The Boys. And they're in LA at the time. I believe Homelander says something to the effect of they make movies here where cinema goes to die. Sony Pictures TV. And I went, Jesus Christ, dude. I think that's because they publish. I think they're part of the studio for it. But I'm like, man, I know you just want to make fun of how bad Sony Pictures is. Like, plausible deniability. I get it. I'm gonna fucking shit. Ah! Okay, people have tabbed back in. Hello. I was due for one of those. That's what this level's built to do, you know, and it hadn't happened to me yet. It needed to occur. Honestly, as I was falling, I'm like, don't even move. Don't even move. There's a chance it might get better if you don't move. It didn't. In fact, I think it got worse, but here we are. This is the moment that sometimes you would go, there might be some fates worse than you falling down on a scrolling stage. It's that you gotta get back up there and climb again. Are we back to where we were? I don't even think so. I think we found like the whole level. We were like almost done, I think. It's bleak. Jerma lost his mind for 11 hours playing games that are just this. I have limits. I've never been built for games that are like that, or games that are meant to upset you for content bait. Like, I can't get through like any Bennett Foddy game. I'm like, I'm good, man. If I lose a level of progress, I become a demon beast, and then I cannot. I'm a danger to myself and others. I can deal with it in small bursts like this. I love they call it Health Sword, despite the fact it's just a lightsaber. Same, Chewie. I feel the same way. Extra life awarded. Neat. Okay, we've made it up here with Chewie. I don't think it's gonna be much better, honestly, but fucking here we are. Wait a minute, can the shots not scroll up here because I haven't jumped up high enough to, like, get the whole tractor beam in? Chat, I think we might be fine. Unless it has to change when it gets lower health, I think we have not scrolled the screen high enough for it to want to attack me, but it's still vulnerable, barely. This is what we call a reward for my hard work and skillful play. All I gotta do is just hold attack. Am I getting bored? Yes. Anyway, how are we doing? Let's see. Ow. You might run out of time. Don't you worry. The game doesn't kill you when you run out of time. They just don't give you any extra points. We've run out of time on a couple of levels, actually. I'm afraid if I jump, it will fix itself. So we ain't doing any of this. Yeah, this is one of those games where you beat the level and then it gives you like clumps of points for every additional second that was left on the clock. If this was a game that was just like you ran out of time, go do the level again, I'd be like, I would have never beaten this game ever. Me or my father, who I would always be like, hey, please help. And then we roll our way through this, and God, so much of it's a fucking nightmare. They're like, there's so many ways to easily kill you in this. Yeah, that Galactic Racer game looks cool. I made one joke when the first trailer of the game, I'm like, where's Sebulba? And then they end the trailer on Sebulba. I'm like, oh man, they understand. People that think that one sequence in episode 1's the coolest shit ever have truly won. We had 2 seconds left. So you can tell this is like the old ass Star Wars. He doesn't even have the red blade. It is time for us to escape. We found out that we can shoot like a hole. So we gotta go do that. We gotta go blow up the Death Star's icky hole. The old Star Wars, because they call him Darth like it's the first name. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we got 2 levels left. Hell yes. Alright, first we got, of course, an X-Wing blow up a bunch of TIEs and fighters level. Yeah, they're like, we can use the vehicle mode one more time. This time it's a little different because you're constantly moving at max speed. Gotta take out 20 ties and 20 towers. Then we will be granted the trench. This GDQ run's almost over, chat. If you want to get your greetings from Germany donations in, that'd be fun. We gotta find out if I'm killing or saving the animals. Sometimes you do stuff to entertain yourself and yourself alone. That's one of those times. All the towers are done. I just have to focus on ties. Low on health, though. This is a little tight. Yeah, I figured it was gonna beat my ass. Alright, we'll load it and do it again. Maybe we get a donation from Notch to the display of everyone. They're like, the kids don't need money that bad. Why don't you give some more to call jobs? That clip's up. There's so many all-timer GDQ things like that. The guy who told Chibi during the Tomba run, I really prefer if you stopped talking. There was some dude during, I think it was a Crash Bandicoot run, that just starts saying weird, really clearly autistic things in the middle, and everyone was really confused, and he was escorted like off the premises. I think that happened. I vaguely remember something of that description. God, I keep fucking getting right on the line. There's so many fucking moments that happen there where it's just like, yeah, sometimes you just you roll a 0 and you have to deal with this fucking guy. I don't even know how much the jumping up here helps. Or I guess ascending with the X-Wing. I always thought the X-Wing was cool because I liked that its engines shot out like pink exhaust or whatever. I thought that was boss. Very aesthetically pleasing to me. Yep, alright, cool. Someone pulled the fire alarm one year. I'm gonna be honest, you know, when you're at an event like that, and especially a live stream event and you do that, I feel like it's totally fine to take that person to another room and, like, take their dominant hand and hit it with a hammer a couple times. I feel like it's just socially okay to do that. Alright, so we've made it. We've made it to the trench. This is going to be a pain. So it's cockpit view. To avoid getting hit, you've got to hit the shots that are floating toward you. Remember as a kid, this felt so difficult because you have to constantly manage the things that are coming at you. Luke famously did this with no support from anyone, just one man handling it. Oh god, it's Darth Vader. Help. Alright, we're almost there.
Use the Force, Luke.
I got it. I can't believe we first tried the final level. That scared the shit out of me. In some ways, I think that's the least exciting explosion. It's just a nice little rainbow. I did it, though. Hell yes. Thank you, Mr. Star War. We did it. Sorry, I just had a thought of, can you imagine the amount of Gen Xers that got married to this song? Sometimes I just gotta, sometimes you get into a mode where I go, that probably, like so many, I bet fucking, like, I want this to play after we're done, alright? At least more than 2. It's gotta be like at least over 1,000. Like. Conversion by Code Mystics. Thank you, Jeff. That dude's name is Kevin Pickle. Sorry to be rude to you, Kevin. I just thought that was funny. I got 2 married Star Wars nerd coworkers. I should ask them. I'm sure. I'm sure that'll be a cool conversation. Darth Vader in the background. Yes, he stars in the game over screen, but thankfully we didn't get that too much. Oh yeah, I forgot they got rankings on here because they're like, well, dude. You can compare it against your friends that own the game, or you can compare it, of course, to all these. They made the score matter. Look at the 2 people who clearly fucking cheated. I don't believe you two. You two got a max score? That's crazy. You see, I look on the list here and I see that it scales up, but once we hit number 3, suddenly we're getting 70 million plus points. I do believe this on this difficulty. That's, this is true. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I think I played, no wonder. I think let me see, what difficulty did we even play on here? At some point, I've gotten through this on Jedi. I don't really know how. Maybe I turned on slowdown. Maybe slowdown helps. Maybe it running fully is kind of making me shit. I should have played on easy, because this game kind of cooked my it cooked my ass. All right, chat. Well, I'm going to leave you with that. That's all I had planned for today, so I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me on a lovely May the 4th. I got nothing else planned, so we're going to go ahead and hop out of here. Thank you so much to the people who tipped. You can check out the cool little borders I've had on here. Anyway, let me hit them up. I should be back tomorrow with stuff. But we had a bit of a short one. The frames are dropping now. I'm glad we're stopping then. Glad we're stopping if the frames are going to drop now. This stream has been brought to you by a variety of people, including the subs and resubs like Jordan, Mr. I Like Spam, Soul Sniper. But thank you to the tips from Droid, introducing Cal Kestis, Ashtar2190, Autistic Shang Tsung, and you know that we got it.